Dear entrepreneurs, it's Roberto, and today I'm coming to you from beautiful Myrtle Beach. That is today's office. Check it out. Boom. So one of the perks of being your own boss is that you can literally work from anywhere at any time. And you know, when you do what you love, you don't take days off, not really. You kind of take half days or you work it out. And so since I wanted to come to the beach today, do some stuff, I decided that I would write chapters of the Create Awesome book today from the beach. And so that's what I'm doing. So next week, I'll be coming to you guys from Charleston. I'll be in Charleston, not Charlotte, but Charleston. I'm gonna be in downtown Charleston at Dig South. I got an Airbnb. You know, I should really reach out to Airbnb about being a sponsor of the channel, because that's actually something that's really interesting to me. I love using apps like Airbnb and Uber to make managing my life easier, make things more practical, and it's really convenient. I'm actually going to be getting a whole house to myself for half of the price that people are paying for their hotels for this conference. So that's just insane. I actually really believe in using tools to make life easier. You guys know that I use a lot of different tools and apps. I should probably do a video about all the tools and apps that I actually use on a regular basis to make my life and my work as an entrepreneur a lot easier. And I really just feel like, from a productivity standpoint, that these things help you get back more of your time. We keep talking about time as an asset and a commodity, and I can't stress that enough. It really is, and it's the only thing that matters. So it's gonna be different for everybody, but I'm really starting to believe that work-life balance might not apply to entrepreneurship if you're doing the thing that you love. If you're not doing the thing that you love, work-life balance is probably gonna be more important for people than ever. But what I'm learning is I'm excited every day about work. I'm excited every day about that. I'm not excited about playing video games, like as excited as I am to be at the beach. I'm really excited about writing the Just Create Awesome book, and about really looking over the interviews that I've done. I'm gonna be focusing heavily today on the interview that I did with Tayo Roxon and his journey, and what he has to teach us about being original and being authentic and why it matters, and about mentorship. So I'm more excited and pumped about that than I am about jumping into these cold waves. So, I mean, it just is different for everybody. But I really feel like if you're doing the thing that you love every single day, then it's not really work and something for you to balance or to talk yourself out of. So many of my friends are outsourcing and doing other things because they want to spend, again, I'm single, so they want to spend more time with their family, want to spend more time with their kids, and they really should do that. My tune will probably change when I get married and have kids, but right now, my thing is, I'm not trying to get out of working harder or working more, but I don't judge anyone who is, because they have to do what's right for them. The trick is to not let other people tell you what's gonna make you happiest. You know that for yourself, and there's no one who has a right to tell you that the way that you want to do it is the wrong way. There's some of you who are gonna tell me that I should be in the water right now instead of making this video. And that's your opinion, and that's what, you know, might work for you or might make you happy. But for me, sharing a little bit of today, sharing like a few moments at a time with you guys as I enjoy myself here, that actually makes me happy and creates value for me. And I'm also gonna be able to look back on this later. I'm gonna remember this moment in my life, and I'm gonna have it documented. So the thing is, there is a specific added value for me, and a very, you know, less than altruistic thing that I'm doing, in the sense that I want to be able to look back at this moment. I want to be able to have it captured in time forever, and I want you guys to be a part of that. And again, that's what makes me happy. Oh man, this is awesome. Oh man, this is actually pretty nice. That's pretty cool. All right, that's freezing cold, not a fan. The book has come along really well. Pretty soon here, I'm hoping to work on Amy's chapter with her. I'm talking to Eric Rossi about his chapter. We got Carlos Gill on deck, so that's gonna be happening. Subi Zimmerman. So there's so many great people who are gonna be part of the Create Awesome book, and I just can't wait to share their experiences with you and help you guys build a mindset for creative success. So getting ready to head out, super productive day. It was awesome, very inspired. One of the key things I want to bring up that's in the Just Create Awesome book is the fact that a lot of people discourage people from pursuing creative careers, right? But yet the same failure rate as becoming a musician, an artist, a performer, a writer, a photographer, the same failure rate exists for people who want to become a lawyer or a doctor. And so when you think about how hard it is to get through something like law school or medical school and the amount of investment and risk involved, it's not really any more practical than deciding that you have talent as an artist and pursuing that. At the end of the day, it still takes the same things. It takes confidence, it takes a little bit of talent, it takes hard work, it takes all the steps of figuring out how do I make this thing practical, which means that if you're gonna become a doctor or lawyer, you have to study, you have to have the right tools, the right books, all of those things. Well, guess what? You want to become a world famous and accomplished photographer, you have to study, you have to learn your craft, you have to invest in your tools, and you have to practice and practice and practice. It's the same system at the end of the day. Even if the individual steps are different, it still follows the same flow, the same rhythm. And the thing is, you are just as likely to fail out of medical school as you are to not make it as an artist or a painter or a writer. And so I don't know why we discourage people so much. Well, I mean, I know why, I'm writing about it in the book, but it just doesn't make any sense. It is just as practical to do the thing that you love and be happy doing that. And maybe you won't get rich, but you have plenty of people who did something that they considered super practical who are not rich and are absolutely miserable at it. And so guys, I would encourage you to learn from the example of the simple fact that we live in a world and in a generation where it is more practical to do the thing that you love than it has ever been, because you can go directly to the marketplace, to the 7 billion people on the planet, and let the marketplace decide. You can absolutely make these things practical, but you have to do your homework. You have to figure out what it takes to actually be successful. You want to be a filmmaker? Cool. Figure out what it actually takes to be a filmmaker today, not in Steven Spielberg's era, not in, who am I thinking of? Alfred Hitchcock's era, but today. Maybe you learn from the example of Freddie Wong. If you decide that you want to make YouTube videos and you want to be successful, look, there are plenty of people who've done that. I'm not saying that everyone can do it, but you don't even need 1 million subscribers or 100,000. Friends of mine like Sonny Lenarduzzi, Amy Schmittauer, and Owen Hemsath have less than 50,000 subscribers right now and have made livings and entire businesses out of what they're doing in the video marketing and YouTube space. And so, I mean, that is practical for someone who has the skills and the research and can figure it out. If you want to be a photographer, Jared Polin is a great example of somebody who's done that. Brandon Stanson from Humans of New York. There are plenty of ways to make the thing you love practical, and sometimes you'll need mentorship, sometimes you'll need schooling, but you live in an era where you can go directly to the marketplace and sell things. You live in an era where anyone in the world who wants to hire you can hire you. And so I would encourage you to not listen to bad storytelling and let people talk you out of doing the thing that you love just because they're projecting their insecurities and their failures onto you when they don't have a right to do that. So, question of the day. What are you struggling with in your work-life balance right now? And how do you plan to deal with it? Let me know in the comment section. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. It's been a great day here at Myrtle Beach. And just remember, create something awesome today. Take care.